Only in Nebraska would the retirement of a volleyball coach be cataclysmic news, but this is Nebraska, and this is John Cook. Maybe the best to ever do it on the collegiate landscape. John Cook retiring after 25 seasons with Husker volleyball. He won 4 national championships. He changed the landscape of the sport in so many different ways, and he immediately gave the job. He turned the reins over to Dani Busboom Kelly, one of his former players. Busboom Kelly was at Louisville and indeed advanced to the national championship match this year. Did that another time as well. She has been remarkably successful at Louisville. She was the logical choice to be John Cook's successor. She was a former assistant and, of course, a former Husker player. She will return to great fanfare, whether that is at the 10 a.m. press conference tomorrow when Cook talks about his retirement or at a later date. Everyone will surround themselves around Busboom Kelly, and they will be thrilled that she is taking the job. What I'm here to talk about is, again, this is major change within Nebraska athletics. We've seen quite a bit of this over the last 3 to 5 years. Cook is maybe the biggest change of all, but of course we've had athletic director changes. We've had changes at the football coach position. We've had changes at the men's basketball coach position back in 2019. There's just been a lot of change within Nebraska, and Cook brings an incredible legacy to the role. At one time, people talked about him potentially being an athletic director. Maybe he'll find a role, an emeritus role at Nebraska that suits him and fits him. Simultaneously, it signals a sea change within college volleyball. Nebraska obviously advanced to the national title match 2 years ago. They were in the Final Four this year, both times losing to the eventual national champions. Great teams that Nebraska had. They fell just short. And as it turns out, John Cook kind of stayed for the career of Lexi Rodriguez. I think he certainly wanted to stay for her entire career. He does that. Lexi graduates, and now Cook is riding off into the sunset. He is a person that does have a life outside of volleyball. Some coaches never develop that, but he does. He likes being a cowboy. He likes his family. He likes his ranch in Wyoming. There are things that he wants to obviously go do, and there's very little left for him to accomplish. Dani Busboom Kelly will take over a team that is among the best in the country. Of course, there will be expectations and pressure. Nothing is ever easy. What kind of staff will she have? Will she bring her staff from Louisville to Nebraska? Will she retain Jalen Reyes, who has been an incredible recruiter for the Huskers? Will she retain Kelly Hunter, the former center, who has also been a very good assistant at Nebraska? Jordan Larson obviously walking away from the role. Maybe Jordan knew. It's very possible that Jordan Larson knew what was about to happen and decided to move away from the assistant role. We'll see exactly how this all plays out. From a Nebraska athletics perspective, Troy Dannon doesn't have to do much in terms of hiring a new coach. John Cook obviously was able to tap his successor as well. He probably should. And Busboom Kelly becomes the first female coach for Nebraska. Terry Pettit and John Cook obviously were the first 2 coaches for the Huskers. So a cataclysmic day, a monumental day. John Cook retires after 25 years, kind of like Tom Osborne, one of his mentors, retired after 25 years. T.O. probably could have won a couple of more national championships, and John Cook probably could have as well. But he walks away now with his health, with his happiness, with a lot of legendary success behind him, and he leaves his successor a really good team. Maybe the nation's best setter, maybe the nation's best outside hitter, maybe the nation's best middle blocker. In fact, I would say she is the best middle blocker. They've got a lot of talent there. They've got a lot of youth. Dani Busboom Kelly will take over a terrific team, and who knows? Who knows? Maybe there'll be a player or two that comes with her from Louisville. Okay, I'm Sam McKewon with the Omaha World-Herald and Husker Extra on a big news day. John Cook retires and Dani Busboom Kelly takes over.